From TNT Tishwash, Parliament financed a unified reform paper to promote the national economy. Nothing is above the sound of reforms these days after the government headed by Prime Minister Mustafa Al Kazimi announced a reform map under the name of the White Paper. This paper, which will be organized by the Economic and Financial Reform Act, has won popular and parliamentary praise pending completion and submission to begin its implementation on the ground. Bilateral meetings. As it began to be prepared, the Parliamentary Finance Committee revealed directions for meetings with responsible executives to produce visions and ideas between the two authorities to come up with a unified paper that will contribute to the advancement of the national economy. Quote, the solution lies in a comprehensive restructuring and reform involving all sources of oil and non oil revenues, i.e., maximizing revenues on the one hand, and on the other hand, following up on public expenditures that do not achieve equitable distribution and must be restructured, said the committee's rapporteur, Dr. Ahmed Al Safar, in a special statement to Al Sabah. Prime Minister Mustafa Al Kazimi announced that his government had prepared a white paper for the forthcoming reforms, including economic, financial, and administrative reforms, plans and strategies to meet the country's challenges. A consolidated paper, Al Safar added that the House of Representatives gave the government 60 days to submit a comprehensive reform paper for revenues and expenditures in Iraq, noting that the Finance Committee has made several proposals in another paper, and we look forward to organizing meetings via closed television with the government to discuss the two papers and come up with solutions to restructure and reform Iraq's economic and financial system within a unified paper. Maximizing imports. The Parliamentary Legal Committee has unveiled a plan to maximize financial imports and activate the economic sector. The House of Representatives has given the government 60 days to present an integrated plan to address the economic issue, said committee member Hussein Al-Asabi, noting that, quote, this plan must go in two axes. The first is a quick moment to address the current economic crisis, and the second is a strategy related to changing the policies of the previous government. The strategic plan should focus on measures to strengthen non-oil revenues and reduce the rate of dependence on oil revenues in fixed steps to reach a normal proportion like the countries of the region, which depend on oil revenues of 50% or less and have a 50% of non-oil revenues, he said, adding that, quote, this plan must be fixed in time limits and be multiple, not only tax in other areas, but other economic areas. The state spends approximately 10 to 15% of its revenue on the gas and oil derivatives sectors, as well as in the trade and agriculture sectors, he said, calling for, quote, providing security, state security, and law to provide the appropriate environment to attract foreign investments in these sectors, according to a time limit within a general and expanded map. Finance Committee meeting. Meanwhile, MP Magda Al-Tamimi, a member of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, announced the intention of its committee to discuss 6 topics, most notably the amendment of the pension law and the benefits of holders of higher degrees. Al-Tamimi said in a statement that she, quote, submitted a request to the Finance Committee to discuss 6 important topics which directly affect the lives of citizens to take decisive action. She added that the 6 axes included, first, the Second Amendment to the Unified Retirement Law, number 9 of 2014, and the detailed report submitted. Second, the benefits of free lecturers. Third, the benefits of holders of higher certificates. And fourth, salaries transferred to other ministries. Fifth, the appointment of the first students. Sixth, the addition of other axes by members of Financial Committee. Al-Tamimi pointed out that the proposal to amend the pension law was submitted to the presidency of the House of Representatives and transferred to the Finance Committee last June, stressing the importance of continuing the work of parliamentary committees and adopting technology to continue to hold regular meetings and meetings to develop solutions to the problems suffered by citizens, especially related to their livelihoods. Al-Tamimi stressed the need to spend financial dues in time and take into account the difficult circumstances he is going through. And that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in.